This is honestly one of the biggest Airsoft hot takes I've seen in a long while, but I've got to admit, I'm not surprised to see it posted. To see a field take a stand, if you would. But what's the problem that this field is facing? Well, it's toxic videos, cheater videos, fight videos, any negative videos that could be made at their field. Now, I really don't need to tell you this if you know anything about Airsoft, but Airsoft cheater videos, freakouts, fight videos, they're very successful on YouTube, and there's entire channels that are just based around these types of videos. It's their hustle. You don't need to do any crazy editing to these videos. You don't need to do white balancing, color correcting, saturation, anything. As long as you get some really juicy hit shruggers on camera and you know how to over-exaggerate. If you freak out enough in the video or instigate other people to freak out, people will love that video. But what I find to be true, and what several other big Airsoft YouTubers find to be true, is that those people, most of the time, have no real interest in Airsoft. But that could be a good thing. I mean, if you don't really have any interest in Airsoft, it might get you into the game. So, it's a double-edged sword. But like I said, anyone should know this by now, and this video isn't to determine if Airsoft cheater and fight videos are a good thing or a bad thing. Everyone has their own opinions when it comes to that stuff. But what do you think about Warzone Airsoft and paintball? Straight up saying that they're banning all negative video creation that involves their field in the UK. Now, I'll be sure to link the original post in the description down below so you can go read it in its entirety, but I'll quickly go over it. However, if you can read it faster or you just want to skip this over, then go to this timestamp. I won't mind. We've been asked recently about our stance on using cameras for Airsoft games, so we wanted to state our position on filming videos at Warzone Airsoft. As it stands, as a site organizer, we allow people to film at Warzone, but we want to highlight that there is almost no incentive to let people film at their sites anymore. In fact, it comes with some pretty high risks to sites and game organizers. The problem is, we are completely at the mercy of the content creator on what they film and how they portray the footage about your field or games on social media. Yes, it's really cool to watch creative gameplay footage and how they play at your fields. But as YouTube has changed, so has the content people are uploading in the hope to gain followers and traffic. Over the years, we have seen players hung out to dry for honest mistakes, Airsoft sites' reputations destroyed, people leaving bad reviews on sites they've never even visited, and even players refusing to attend games due to watching videos that have been manipulated, exaggerated, and even faked in the hope of going viral. The sad truth is that cheating is a part of Airsoft that isn't going away anytime soon. But it's also an extremely small minority in the grand scheme of things. But they are made out to be the majority in this sport, thanks to content creators playing an entire day but only making videos about the negative, faking hit markers, or branding honest mistakes as cheating. And we think this is a shame as it taints players, sites, and the sport we all love as a whole. So to combat this, Warzone are employing a zero tolerance to cheater/negative videos at our site from now on. And if players want to upload and advertise that sort of negative field content, we request those players not to return to Warzone Airsoft. This isn't trying to shy away from problems. We love the sport and we take cheating very seriously and have measures in place to combat this. But we also think that fueling negativity, creating controversy, and dividing the Airsoft community is just as bad. And if you care about the sport as much as we do, you will want to become part of a positive solution by not being aggressive, letting marshals know at the time, and also by sending any videos of any problematic players to us instead of posting it online. And we will watch, make our own opinion, and deal with it how we see fit. Again, to reiterate, there's almost no incentive for sites to allow players to film at Airsoft games anymore. It now carries a high risk with it, but sites allow it anyway. So don't take advantage of that. Don't be a part of the problem, become part of the solution. Now, for the most part, when this was posted, the UK Airsoft community was pretty positive and understanding about this. Players just understood. But then I posted it on my Instagram and things got heated immediately. If you have a lot of cheater videos coming out of your field, then the problem is management, not the YouTubers. That was actually a pretty popular opinion that was being retyped over and over in my comments. But on the other side, you have people like Try Hartsons here who says that he hates how Airsoft is popular because of cheater videos that turn people away from the game. And a lot of other people said this isn't to stop cheater videos altogether, it's to save a business. And that it's not censorship. It's their field, so they make the rules. TacDogs brought up a few good examples, stating a few fields have banned HPA due to the misuse by some players, and any filming because of the negative impact on their businesses. Long story short, USAirsoft thinks that the negative videos that are being made about several sites and fields around the world is bringing down airsoft as a whole, and that it's hurting business. And for that, I completely understand. I understand every part of that. However, a lot of people still think this is censorship. An example that I've seen several times before, sadly, is how video game companies used to put out false DMCA claims or false copyright claims whenever they would get a bad review on their game. I think even Markiplier even got attacked this way, and PewDiePie. It was their way to quickly silence any negative reviews. So if you make a negative video about us, don't bother coming back. If you like, go to my post I made on Instagram and you'll see hundreds of people voicing their opinions, and even some people who take this as a challenge. There's no way that some people won't milk a ban like this for views as long as they can get onto their field. It's basic human nature. If you tell someone not to do something, they're most likely going to do it anyway. In my own personal experience, when I went to SoCal for the first and second time ever, every single field I went to had to vet my channel before I was even allowed to film anything. Even some staff members, once they heard that I was there, asked me to go to a certain area before I could go interact with some people. And we're not talking about the manager, we're talking the owners had to approve of me being there. It happened at Wildlands, Project N1, Tax City, basically every place I went to. They just wanted to look at what I've produced. They don't want someone like me filming the players if I have a reputation for making cheater and fight videos. Over the course of all the years that I've been playing, I've talked to several field owners and they say the same thing over and over. When someone gets all this evidence of players cheating but don't take it to the refs or the staff, but instead go straight to YouTube with it, it doesn't do much to help whatever reputation they have, or for them to solve the situation then and there. A lot of them have said that they would have solved the situation if they had just been given the chance. I probably would have been told to leave my camera equipment in the car or leave altogether if I had several cheater or fight videos on my channel. And a lot of people would do the same if in their shoes. A lot of field owners do not want to take the chance anymore. We have example after example of places getting terrible reputations because of a single video that gets uploaded. I mean, for some players, as soon as I say SoCal Airsoft, some negative opinions immediately pop in your head, right? And that's how even some SoCal players feel. I can think of 2 or 3 places off the top of my head that have banned cameras altogether, but allowed me anyways just because they know that I won't post that kind of stuff. Sadly, it's becoming popular to ban airsoft filming altogether. But this is probably one of the first times I've ever seen any field come out so straightforward about a cheater/negative airsoft filming ban. Now, while in the process of making this video, I contacted a lot of the bigger airsoft channels that you might watch. I know a lot of them, they're in my messenger on Facebook. However, none of them really wanted their name to be posted on any of their quotes. And I can't blame them at all, no one wants to start beef with anyone. Scout the Doggy, however, chimed in by saying, "So if you are a YouTuber who makes or has made cheater videos, you are no longer welcome at the USAirsoft and paintball site. As a person who has made over 1,000 airsoft videos, you probably think I would be against their decision. But I'm not. In fact, I agree with it. They are not banning cameras, they're just protecting their business and customers. Cheater videos are a bad thing for airsoft players and sites. A player's reputation can be trashed by a cheater video to the point that he can be banned from his regular site and all others in the area. And that is true, we have seen that happen several times before. For site owners, running a site costs a fair amount of cash. There's land rental costs, insurance, payments to staff, etc. And because of maybe just one carefully edited cheater video, you start to lose regular players. Then new player numbers dwindle. You start to lose money, and the site is gone. All because someone made a video of alleged cheating to use as clickbait on YouTube. Site owners trust me not to show any negative sides, so I dare say that I would probably be welcome at Warzone, as will others. If you do go, then just don't make any cheater videos." Now, when I saw this, my main concern, along with several others, was how is this going to be regulated? What is considered too far or too negative to be posted? And are any other changes being made to Warzone Airsoft besides this? So, I simply messaged Warzone Airsoft through Facebook and I asked my questions, which consisted of, how do you feel about the negative responses to the ban? How will such a thing be regulated? Are refs and other staff being trained or told to watch out for cheaters more? And I asked if they'd be willing to give an example as to what videos were ban-worthy, or could they tell me what was the last straw? And the next day, I got this response. It is not censorship. Players are more than welcome to film at our site and upload whatever they want. But we are now giving players a choice. They can either contribute towards solving the problems all airsoft sites face in a positive way, or we don't want that type of player at our site. Simple. It's clear cheater videos only benefit one person, the content creator, either in followers or money. That's why they've become popular, and that's why it's a trend that all airsofters are trying to follow in the hope of going viral and gaining followers. That's why people fake hits to make a cheater video, brand honest mistakes as cheating, all in the hope to go viral. But regardless, has uploading cheater videos solved the problem? Of course not. It's just made the airsoft community look like cheaters, and we know it's a very small minority. From what we have read in regards to comments, it's a very small minority that actually thinks this is a negative change. From what we see, it's not just us that wants this. The players do as well. Another thing we noticed is that the people that tend to disagree or have a negative opinion on this decision are people that haven't read the post properly. They just don't understand what we are trying to do and achieve. This change goes far beyond our site. This change comes from a long time of watching content creators be a judge, jury, and executioner for sites and players, and using this as a way to propel themselves into the limelight on social media in the hopes to go viral and gain followers. If you brand your videos with a clickbait title and clickbait thumbnail highlighting only the cheaters, we consider this to be a player who is not interested in actually playing Airsoft, but is only interested in gaining followers and views by exploiting the players and the site. We've had only one cheater video posted about Warzone. Only one. And the guy openly admitted he had an amazing day at Warzone, but yet he decided to make a negative cheater video. Ask yourself, why is that? We all know the answer. It's just an attempt to go viral on YouTube and follow the trends that other YouTubers have used to propel themselves to social media fame. Even worse, we watched the video and didn't agree with most of his statements anyway. It didn't look like he hit most of the players, and the ones that he did were on the run, in the chest rig, and you probably wouldn't feel it. In our opinion, this is an honest mistake that happens in Airsoft every single game, but he's branded a cheater regardless. We don't want or need players that do this on the field. It's quite clear that players don't even want players filming for this reason. It has turned their favorite hobby into a minefield that could land them being branded as a cheater for no reason on social media. Bottom line, help contribute towards making the community better or find another site to play at. If players have a problem, come help us sort it out. Don't use it for self-promotion. Now, honestly, I felt like this was going to cause more problems, if anything, after talking to other airsofters, enthusiasts, and field owners. But then I really took a look at the UK comments and the American comments, and it really feels like there's this strange airsoft cultural divide. But from what I can find, the negative responses are still far outweighing the positive ones to this. In the end, this is their field they're running. It's their business, and they can run it any way they want to. But what would you say if I owned an airsoft field and I told you, if you upload a cheater video about my field, don't come back? Let me know in the comments down below, because I'm sure that someone at Warzone Airsoft will see this video. Or you can even let me know if this isn't even a problem anyway. I'm not trying to be hateful to anyone here. I want Warzone Airsoft to do great things like every field. We get nowhere by wanting an airsoft field or company to fail. That is not the point of this video at all. I just want to see how the community thinks of this situation we're approached with now. That could become a rule at more fields in the future. But I guess with that, I think I'll wrap up this news/update video, or whatever you would like to call it. However, if you would like to see more of these types of videos, then hit the like button down below, or let me know what else I should cover in the future. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram so you can see what else I'm working on, or if anything else happens in the community that interests me. I'm pretty much shadow banned on Instagram anyway, so I actually have to tell people to go follow me instead of actually making posts anymore. No one sees my stuff. But I would also like to thank the USAirsoft channel members for always supporting the channel by simply being members, which is why I let them enjoy special perks that only channel members can enjoy, like allowing Tier 2 members to see videos before anyone else gets to see them, or letting all USAirsoft channel members know what video is coming up next. And if you like that idea, then maybe join up with them so you can support the channel even more while getting some kickbacks at the same time. But until that next video drops from the city of San Antonio, this has been Scott Hollenbeck, and I will be sure to see you all next time.